What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another wandering video, and I'm over here at Goteborgs Kriga, Goteborgs Kriga, a Swedish clan. I tried, I really did. I don't know what that enunciation is with that O. Let's take a look at their clan tag. They are a CWO Rising clan. And part of a clan family, primarily Swedish, but they also do speak English. They accept in-game applications. They are recruiting Town Hall 9, 10, and 11, 3-star specialists, of course, with a real strong emphasis on Town Hall 10s. They really are looking for those. Their 11s are pretty solid. The 3 on this and this breakdown they were perfect on their dips, so nice job. And then Town Hall 10s, there was one 10v10 which I'll show, but the elusive, great, solid 10v10 players are always in wide demand. So they accept in-game applications. If this sounds like a clan that interests you, just apply over their FCU and give you a shot as far as trials. They use Line and Discord as their outside means of communication outside of game chat. And let's get into the replays. So this was week 1 of CWO Rising versus Why So Golem, which is a great name. They came away with that victory 86-82. We already saw that they were perfect on the dips. Let's show you some of their 10v10 skills. And you have right here an really old base that made me sad to see because it reminded me of a Dragonflower style base from 2010. It was really just outdated. And with the game buffs since then, you can't do this. 2010 is a bit is an overstatement. It's very much not the current meta for Town Hall 10s now, and you're about to see why. With Royals coming straight in to take care of an air defense, CC lure, and a queen, and then use four hounds and a crap ton of loons to lallow the base with 2 freeze versus 2 infernal towers. I mean, it's going to be pretty handedly decided here. Once that baby dragon goes down, that's it. Everything after this is gravy. We'll go to ×2 because I have 5 replays to show you total, this being one of them. Really nice job with 5 haste, all placed in the right spots. Freeze for that first infernal tower. We'll slow down a little bit so you can appreciate some of the timing of this. I mean, really, for the majority of this raid, he had the loons staying behind his hounds or the tanks for the most part, and then he also kept 1 loon for the back end trash ring if he needed it, and a few minions for time cleaning, and then of course that freeze for this last infernal tower, which also gets the bow, the wizard tower, the Tesla tower, the archer tower, the kitchen sink, little Mookie, Big Al, Lorraine, your cousin. I'm just kidding. Just great job on this. Really good value on that freeze. Really just decidedly handed this base. Was really shocked to see this in a CWL type war. But nevertheless, great attack. We'll go to ×2. Nothing but cleanup. Let's scroll down some and then look at some of those 9-on-9s. These guys with their 9-on-9s, I've said it before in the past that you might have heard from others as well, that were for base building where you strengthen one part, you weaken another. And that is so true because in this war I saw really great anti-Lalo bases. As we take a look at a fresh hit from Linus here, who's going to do a queen walk hog attack. And you can see how he does that. But there was a ton of stoned hobos because they were overselling the defense of the Lalos, so that opened up the hobo. Hobo is still a very great strategy. You got to keep that in mind whenever you're making bases. With this one, we got a queen walk going on the bottom here with just a handful of hogs to pop out that CC. And the queen walks to the right. Really good use of that baby dragon for the funnel. The witch comes out with that to signify it's a full lure. And then it continues on to the right with poison to take care of that. We'll go to ×2. It is late developing. Take a look at the dead space, what I consider. Those 4 camps, those are basically dead space defensively speaking, so loons or hogs are not going to go there. So he takes advantage of that with the base recognition and decides to do a queen walk for the bottom end and send hogs from the top. And yeah, he loses a few hogs here, but he has 3 heals for them, and he has max hoggies in the CC to send to basically finish off the base. Meanwhile, he's got a BK there, beating through everything, taking care of the dead spots of those camps. And you can see that the queen already broke through a wall here and took care of everything on the bottom here. It was really just a nice base recognition as far as what strategy to use on this base, given the layout, and exploiting that the natural pathing of defenses there to his advantage using with those hogs. We'll go to ×4, nothing but cleanup, and then we'll go down to number 20, which was a perfect segue because it is a cleanup. Nice job, Linus. Bounce out of here. A lot of hog attacks from these guys, man. We'll go down to Goosen. Cleanup attempt, doing a witch slap, or a bitch, yeah, witch slap, which is basically a mass Swiss army with healers behind. You know, this is not post-update meta. I'll just say that right now. This existed before the update to buff the witches that recently just happened. I've seen this in late January. And does it work? It just wasn't widely broadcasted to like on a Twitch stream or a CWL where it was around. So witches were still pretty much a viable option before the update. With the update that gives them reducing the spawn rate to make it faster from 6 seconds down to 5.6. It is nice, but it's not. Oh my God, it's the new meta like witch everything. That's not true. It's useful on some basis. This being one of them. For a single jump, he gets access to a lot of this base, but unfortunately, his queen and witches go to the right. BK tanking for his golems in the middle, get as far as they can, and then they stop. But this attack is pretty insane, all things considered, because when you make a lot of this is left to luck. You know, halfway through it. Here's what I mean by that. On a right base, it's skillfully funneled down and planned your jumps because there's only 40 seconds for level 2 at Town Hall 9. It can be a very skillful attack. However, it's very forgiving is what I mean by that. Look at the left side where you have 2 witches, a wad of meat shield Larry's eating through a wall like butter. He's going to lose one of the witches, but he has 2 of them, and the other witch that's going to come around right about now at the 9 o'clock position is going to strong arm this cannon by herself because of the meat shield Larry's that are eating through a wall like butter right now. I mean, it's at the end he has enough Larry makers to overwhelm any of the defenses left. There's no splash damage or anything like that. He doesn't have to eat through a wall. The queen can get through everything. Plus, he has the queen ability. So it's a great strategy. Myself, this is not the first thing that I look for on bases. This, however, was a great use of this strategy because this was the 3rd attempt to bring down this base, if memory serves, looking through the replays. Nice job, Goosen. I always respect seeing some witches in replays at Town Hall 9. There's just so much variety, although I do think people confuse variety for it being broken. Variety does not mean broken. Going to 22, we have Argus, who is a fresh hit, doing a dragon attack, which is nice. Only 5, actually no, he has 6 dragons. He has a max baby dragon, max dragon in the CC if I'm not mistaken. Fresh hit, starts his queen by the hut, fishes out a Tesla, kind of a poor placement for that troll Tesla, which welcomes the walk because of the 4, this cannon and this wizard are too far away for this queen to aggro onto. So once that dragon takes down this storage, he'll clump together the rest of them, and they'll continue on their merry way to head over to aggro the royals and the CC and all that good stuff. Meanwhile, the queen heads down here and gets basically 3 air defenses. Almost gets 4 of them. I believe, actually, I think they do. But it has wall breakers late for the walk, which I really appreciated. We'll go to ×2. It's late developing. Dragons are slow. Queen walk. He fishes out 2 more Teslas and a sweeper. Just way to divide this base in half. With the queen walk and BK there, taking care of some high hit point Town Hall. There goes that CC Max Dragon. We'll slow down here. Here's that walk. Dragons up there are pretty safe by themselves. But I really like that wall breaker that he did. So now the queen gets access to all 4 air defenses super late in the game. Really great execution. That was just so pretty to watch. He did so well with this that he bags a rage spell. Nice job, Argus. Go to ×2. Queen ability, pops it for giggles. And then to end this out, let's go down to 29 for an old school attack. A shattered Hogo wee wee. This was a cleanup. 5 witches, 2 golems, CC bowlers, 14 hogs. He brings 2 heals. Usually you want that heal for the kill squad to keep your bowlers up. However, if you watch how this plays out, I personally think he probably would have got more value if he brought 2 jumps. Not to, I mean, hindsight's 20/20 at the end of a raid, of course. But you can see, you'll see what I'm talking about here. Great funnel going on. Doesn't drop anything, witches or bowlers wise. And so that funnel was well defined. Nice jump in there. Rage in the right spot. Gonna push out everything. Eat through everything. Just annihilates everything in its path. But right here, if you would have put a jump right up in this section right here to walk down the channel, I think he would have got, the Royals would not have jumped out of the wall and then fought their way out of the base. I think if you would have had a second jump there rather than a heal, because he had so many Larrys up in front tanking for the bowlers anyway, he would have got a lot more return on investment. They ended up eating through the wall, but they did a bit. But his main attacking force of that, you know, Royal with witches, he's got 3 of his 5 witches and 2, like half his army split and went out of the base. But it was still a great plan and combination to that you don't quite see all the time anymore with the love of Lalo everywhere. So I saw this and I definitely had to put him on. We'll go to ×2. It's nothing but cleanup at this point. He's already started the wizard on the 6 o'clock position, starting to clean up some trash raid because it only saves time. But this was really nice. Wounded Queen with abilities still in hand, but he's got a 3 Larry makers making a ton of Larrys, creating a meat shield in front of her, and there's no splash damage, so he really has nothing to worry about. Can save the ability for the end to just basically melt through everything like butter. Nice job, Belaja Smurt. I'm probably saying all these names wrong. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Wandering video. Again, I'll leave you guys on the clan ID of the clan, who is in CWL Rising. Great clan, part of a clan family, and they are actively recruiting 9, 10s, and 11. Once again, it's Brute reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.